Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Terrell Goodman is the CEO of TS&F Consultant and Management, LLC, a veteran-owned and operated family business that offers professional services for veterans. This company operates with a group of associate members with an average of 38 years of hands-on experience in their respective professions. They are committed to the highest principles, standards, and values to assure each client's success. To find out more, contact TS&F Consultant and Management, LLC today. Just call 877-365-0817, extension 104.
Hello, this is gospel recording artist Johnny Ruffin Jr. from Lewiston, North Carolina, just letting you know that I have a Christmas CD out entitled White Christmas. Please go and download that CD on any digital media outlet. Also, I have some great gospel music that I have created throughout the years that will definitely be a blessing to you and your household. Thank you for your support. God bless.
Great day, everyone. This is Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. Divine Connection is a magazine that's faith-based and inspirational. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mime dance, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And so we are excited. We want you to stay connected. We have one more quarter before the end of the year. So if you would like to advertise your business, your ministry in that magazine, make sure you connect with me ASAP at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. I look forward to sharing your good news. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com and join our email list. And then you can also go to our Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing and like that page. We are also on Instagram at Divine Connections, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. All right. So again, the magazine comes out quarterly, and this is our September quarterly issue that is out right now. So if you would like a copy, go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions and get your copy. So it can get a digital copy or you can get a hard copy as well. So inside are entrepreneurs, gospel artists, resources and services. You want to make sure you connect and network with these individuals in Divine Connections magazine, because we have great people that's making it happen. Next on our agenda, if you would like to be a sponsor, we are looking for sponsors. If you have a 30-second commercial about your business or what you do in your ministry, I would love for you to connect with us and be a sponsor. It's a 3-month agreement for $150, and we will run that commercial before or after the interview. Our interviews comes on Wednesdays between the times of 3 and 6. So we will love to help you spread your good news. So if you're interested in that, make sure you email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Next on our agenda, if you are a business, if you have a business or ministry, a book or a gospel artist, and you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, that is one of the services we provide. We would love to serve you and do a commercial for you, and we'll give you prices and everything. If you're interested in finding out more information, go to divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Contact me and we will go from there. Last but not least, my book is out. It's called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. And so I would love for you to get a copy. It talks about strategies on how to build an empire, how I built divine connections and other things in my life with the help of the Lord and strategies. And so the name of the book is the Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. It is on Amazon. But you can go to the link below and get your copy of the Key Connector. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I am so excited. We have a special guest in the house, Miss Cindy Collie. And so we're going to bring her in and share with you what she does. Great day, great day, great day. Welcome, welcome, Miss Cindy. How are you?
Deloris, I'm looking at you and I'm doing great.
Ah, I know that's right. Any day above ground is a great day. And I know that's right. Wonderful. Well, welcome, welcome. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Thank you so much for asking.
You're
I'm
welcome.
from a suburb of Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at the south end of Lake Washington. And our number one tourist attraction is going to visit Jimi Hendrix's grave.
Mm,
That's in Renton, Washington.
okay.
And from my hometown, USA,
Mm-hmm.
I went to all public schools.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal, I had a dream,
Mm-hmm.
and that was I wanted to have choices. And
Yeah.
I perceived the way to have choices was to go to college, but
Mm-hmm.
my family couldn't afford it. So,
Understandable.
okay, how can I do this? I've watched enough black and white World War II movies that
Yeah.
I went in the Air Force to get the GI Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So I served our
Okay.
country. I served our country for 6 years.
Thank you for
And
serving.
thank you very much. And I got out of the Air Force, and I promptly started college, and I went to college for 9 years because I knew
Wow.
if I stopped, I'd never go again. So the
Understandable.
GI Bill, I got 3 degrees out of the deal,
Okay.
and then I did get my dream,
Mm.
and my dream was to teach high school,
Awesome.
and I did that for a couple of years, and then I found out that it was a great dream,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't the best dream for me, and I had outgrown it.
Wow.
So
Mm.
I've actually been in my dominant career field of supply chain management for 3 decades.
Wow.
Now,
Awesome.
and as we all are learning so much more about supply chain today, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody wants to know this. Dolores, this is the funny thing. Everybody wants to know the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Toothpaste, a baffle, a U-joint, a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
When is it going to get here? And what's the tracking number?
Right. Right.
What's the tracking number? That's okay.
Right.
So at this stage of my life, what I want to do is, as I migrate from the day job over to the next phase of my life, is I want to help
Mm-hmm.
other people make some wise choices sooner than later. The things that you and I have
Mm.
learned over time, right? Not that we made
Yes.
bad choices, but if I'd known this about myself sooner than later, I could have been in
Mm-hmm.
my career path sooner than later.
So true.
Like we were talking prior to starting our program today, is
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
by default we've made good choices,
Yeah.
and sometimes by default we've made dynamite choices.
Mm-hmm.
What if we did that by choice, by
Mm-hmm.
design, rather
Right.
than by default, and
Right.
sooner?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
this is my interpretation. I don't even have a quote for it. Is if I knew this about myself sooner, I would have more confidence.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. It, like exactly. And if I could help the 15-year-old Cindy, the 15-year-old Dolores,
Mm-hmm.
know that there's choices to make in your life. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to tell anybody. You can keep it a secret, but you can at least walk. You can walk confidently, knowing you're making
Mm-hmm.
the choices that are wise for you.
I know I always ask God for wisdom. Always ask
Mm-hmm.
God for it. That's just one of the
Right.
things that I do. And I'm grateful that that I've had, life experiences,
Right.
but regardless of what I've been through, that's always been my number one prayer. Lord, give me wisdom.
That's all. Solomon was right. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing new under the sun. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
just
right.
that we're each discovering that on our own unique path.
That is right. Awesome. So let's get into a little bit more of what you do. What is it that you do?
To helping people now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're asking? Okay, thank you. Is I have the Collie method,
Mm-hmm.
and that is, even though I'm gearing it towards the mentality of a 15-year-old, is actually
Mm-hmm.
applicable to teenagers and up.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm actually talking to the 15, 16-year-old Cindy to
Mm-hmm.
say, I knew what I wanted, Deloris, by age
Yeah.
12.
Oh,
I
wow.
knew what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have the vocabulary for it, and I didn't have the mentor for it, and I didn't
Mm.
have anybody asking me.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
own mother didn't know I wanted to go to college till I was 19 years old
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
no one ever asked me.
Wow.
If I was to talk to the 15-year-old Cindy, it is okay. Let's narrow the 5,000 career fields on the planet
Mm-hmm.
down to 24,
Okay.
and then let's narrow those down to a dozen, because more than likely you're gonna only pivot between 5 or 6 of them anyway.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if we narrow down the field for you,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So here's the kicker. To go in the military, you take the ASVAB test.
Okay.
It's a vocational battery.
Mm-hmm.
And I went like, get me out of here. I'm done making donuts. Let's get out of Dodge here. I was making donuts. Let's go in the Air Force. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They came back with 2 career fields for me
Okay.
because I was trying to get out of town as fast as I could. Like I'm tired. Okay, kumbaya. And they had slots open, and here's the 2 slots. And
Okay.
one was admin specialist.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was medical material specialist.
Hmm.
Medical supply chain.
Okay.
And this is what I said, Deloris. This to myself,
Mm-hmm.
HE double hockey sticks. I'm going to go in the Air Force to be a secretary.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the other job, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've been in my dominant career field for 30 years, but Deloris, I got my master's degree in Christian education.
Okay.
I found out just a few years ago that ASVAB test is 70% accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So even if a person didn't want to go in the military,
Mm-hmm.
you can still, do the crib classes and stuff, such like that, to learn about the career fields to help narrow down all these choices. Deloris, I'm not telling you what to do. We're echoing back Deloris to Deloris.
Right, right. Help me find that core.
Yes. So let's say as an example, I don't want to be, Deloris doesn't want to be a florist. Forget that jazz. No. But that doesn't mean she doesn't like flowers. She just doesn't want to be a florist. So what is that niche that is applicable to Deloris in this arena? So that would be one aspect I'd like to help a person to determine and discover for themselves. So that would be the career fields. And then how do you get out there and then convey that information to other? How do you create your own plan for you that you can? It's almost like it's a career path, and you don't even have to tell anybody. That's the kicker. You don't even have to tell anybody. But you want to know it for yourself. Okay.
That's right.
Then I learned about the lanes of influence.
Okay.
And I'm just going. I learned this a couple of years ago from Johnny Enlow, ENLOW, Johnny Enlow. And I was like, I was just like, it's like someone took a baseball bat and smacked me in the gut. I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. And so of the areas of influence, I'll describe them to you just real briefly right now.
Sure.
Media, which is speaking and writing, arts and entertainment, government, family, religion, economy, education. And I pretty much thought I knew what mine was. And then you did an activation prayer at this prophetic conference, and mine came back 1,000%. Media, speaking and writing, which I've been doing by default my whole life.
Yeah.
What if I knew that at age 15?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to use myself as an example. Then, okay, you may not be good at debate, Cindy, but I would suggest you take that debate after school club to learn a whole set of talking. Okay. I should have been on the yearbook staff. I should have been on the newspaper staff.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean, I was at school 4 days after every day for 4 days of a week. After school, I was doing something, doing some club. So it's not to do a. So then once you know these things about you, then you can say, okay, I do want to stay after school, and there are these clubs to choose from. I should be joining that club versus that club. Okay. And now, okay, so my my mountain of influence is not arts and entertainment, but I should have joined the drama club too for the speaking aspect.
Right. Right.
So no one helped me make those connections sooner than later.
Yes. I understand.
Right. Okay. Then now that we're much more, I think we're much more open to at least buddying in people's business like I am, saying, so Deloris, can you kind of tell me what you kind of sort of think you want to do? Give me, talk to me, girlfriend. Come on. Da, 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 da. And so you'll these teenage kids going, well, I want to do this. Okay. Helping. Have you heard the word concatenate before? Concatenate. It is actually a mathematical term.
Okay.
How you do the mathematical formula in sequence?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's like the visual is a pearl necklace. You do this, and then eventually you'll make up the necklace. Okay.
Right.
So helping someone put 2 and 2 together and come up with 16 sooner than later.
Understandable. Yeah.
Okay. So so many persons have been doing it by default.
Yeah.
My premise is let's do it by design sooner than later. And I ask you, so here's a case in point, and I'm not going to rat the person out because I don't want them to kick me in the shins. Is when they see me next time. I said so. The person's parents were not there, so it was a very revealing conversation. Okay. I said, so you're planning on going to college? Yes. And where do you want to go to college? Out of state. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. I got religion on that answer, right? He wants to get out of Dodge. He wants to get away from mom and dad. Okay.
That's right. Right.
So, and not that this person still won't do it. Is, do you know what you want to even study? That wasn't even the answer. It was, I want to go out of state to go to college. Okay. Let's use this career field as an example. Underwater basket weaving. Okay. All right. Which schools locally, in your county, in your region, in your state, teach underwater basket weaving? Okay. Which schools or academies or arts colleges teach this curriculum? Now let's figure out how much is it going to cost to go to these different institutions. Okay, they're kind of level set. Oh yeah, but it's 3,000 miles away. How many times do you want to come home? And what's the airfare? And by the way, you got to pay insurance for gas and car.
That's right.
Right. So let's say, as an example, you've got 5 choices of schools, 2 local, 3 out of state. What are the benefits of that? What's the criteria for these out of state places? Maybe that's got a really great reputation, but you don't like the climate.
Yeah.
Or by the way, like my cousin who was born and raised in Arizona had asthma. So the family actually moved up to Washington State because of his asthma. So you're thinking about your health situation also and choosing these institutions.
Sure.
Okay. So I just want to go out of state, which was not the answer, right? So he's like, he has no clue. He's like, oh, who's going to pay for it? What's the tuition for each of these institutions?
Right.
Can you get any loans, student loans or whatever, or scholarships? or grants, whatever. And
Right.
sometimes it will be a criteria also in the institution you choose. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, though, as we're learning more and more about online, Dolores,
Mm-hmm.
you can achieve your basic education by age 15 by doing it online.
Yes.
Aren't many people working from home today and
Mm-hmm.
accelerating your education? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then what are you going to do after that?
Mm.
So here's a kicker for you. Why is it we keep kids in school till age 18?
Mm. And then half the stuff they learn they don't even use.
We keep them in school till they're age 18 to keep them out of the workforce.
Mm.
That's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, in your neck of the woods, in the Washington State, we've got the Running Start program, where
Okay.
you go to take college classes
Mm-hmm.
your junior, senior year. So by the time you graduate at 18, you've got an AA degree.
Mm-hmm.
But as we will now know, more and more, education is a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
For
rack
sure.
up all these student loans. So I don't know about you. I'm a purveyor and I believer in lifelong learning.
Yes. Yes.
So how is it you learn how to learn to be able to
Mm-hmm.
pick up information? And then I don't know about you, but we're on information overload.
Mm-hmm. Right. For
So
sure.
how is it I best learn how I learn so I can learn anything irrelevant of who's teaching me what?
Mm.
As opposed, now I'm not against the information, but is the information is what's more important, teaching me how to learn or teaching me facts?
Mm.
That aspect. So
Right. Right.
I'm a believer in education and lifelong learning.
Yeah.
And as we well know, you can have a wonderful life,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily going to college.
Right. Yeah.
And so I never knew about vocational schools, and no one ever told. They didn't thread it together for me that
Yeah.
maybe, Cindy, and that's what I learned in the Air Force. Is I learned a career field.
Mm. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
so then how do you convey your information to the marketplace?
Mm-hmm.
So you're collecting all the data, you're creating your business, you're creating your life plan. How do you
Yeah.
communicate that, right? And
Right.
so I was trying to tell the same young person who I can't wait to blackmail the person with this information. Is you need to write a book. And they
Mm-hmm.
look at us from Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think you are?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know a few things. And what do you want? Why do you want to write this 60-page book at 16 years
Mm-hmm.
old? 60-page book at age 16. To
Mm-hmm.
brand yourself. You want
That's
to
right.
you want to differentiate yourself amongst these thousands of applicants to go to college.
Yes.
And as we well know, now there's ways of becoming a #1 international best-selling author at age 16. Gee, you think that would get someone's attention?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a methodology of branding ourselves as well as getting that attention. And I don't know how I got my name, CindyCollie.com, but I found it. Praise God. So are you thinking ahead of time of how to brand yourself for the marketplace?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's good.
and I had people look at me and it's like they just like I had a third eye in my forehead, or maybe I turned green or something. That I was one that was weird, and I'm going, I might be an English major and supply chain, but I can put 2 and 2 together and come up with 8, and that is you need to know how to brand yourself.
Yes.
In some way, shape, or form. And as
That's
we
right.
well know, now it incorporates being online.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm online too, way too much as it is. I know you are too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The young people now, I mean, I was in church a couple of days ago, and there was this little munchkin. She could barely talk. I think she may be 3, maybe not even 4 years old. And she's sitting there next to me, and it was only about this big. It was a screen. It was like a miniature computer with big buttons for how to make the little computer. It was a small computer. So little Munchkin could learn how to do computers. And she wasn't even paying attention to the sermon going on up there. She was on the computer. the little munchkins are going to be online 97% of their life.
Yep. That is true.
Right.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
on that note, I have a book in work, and here's the working title: How to Be the Lead Dog of Your Life.
I like it.
Collie method. And that is, how do you learn these skill sets sooner than later?
Mm-hmm.
So you take control of your life rather than being told what to do. Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I was telling this. I saw these two little girls at the park. They're in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And one's the same middle school I went to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're two friends. And I said, so what do you think you want to do? Well, we want to open a bakery. They're 14 years old and they want to open a bakery. I said, this is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as school starts, like a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
is you go into the school counselor and you tell that counselor, this is what I want to do. I want to go to culinary school at the technical college 2 miles down the street. High school. I'm in middle school right now.
Yep.
I want to accelerate my life plan in the next 2 years so I can be ready for that running start program for my junior year. I want to go to culinary classes that is taught at the technical college right up the street from your house. So when I get as a graduate at 18, I will be able to attempt to get a culinary job in a restaurant and then eventually open up my own bakery.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, 14-year-olds, you go in and you tell the counselor what you want.
That's right.
And tell them, how can I do this? And then, so then you go to the local grocery store, right? And then you go right to the manager, go, hi, my name is Cindy Collie, and my aspirations are to have my own bakery. I want to work here at Safeway. I want to work in your bakery department. How can I get a job here? You have a 14-year-old walking up to you with that much confidence because they know what he wants to do. That manager may not have a job today, but you say, we don't have a job right now, Cindy. I said, may I contact you every 10 days or so? Yes, you may. Okay. And then in 3 months, when someone vacates or you turn 15, I can give you a job.
Yep. I love it. I can definitely agree with that. I know when I went to college, I went to Central for a year and I didn't want to go because that was like going to high school because I was already in Durham. But then I wanted to go to Winston-Salem State originally. So I transferred from Central to Winston-Salem State, but I was just like, I didn't have a scholarship there, but I was like, I'm not paying for college. So I went to my guidance counselor and I was like, y'all got some money for me? And they was like, nope. I said, I'll be back tomorrow. And I did that every day until they gave me some money. One day I came in, he said, come in and close the door. He gave me money every semester. And so I paid maybe $700 for college. Yeah. Because the money was there. I was determined. I was confident and I had faith in God that there was other options than me getting into debt, graduating, and then have to pay all that money back. Absolutely.
So by having a young person, my adage for going in the Air Force was, I didn't know there probably was money available at that time, but my grades were not that good, right? We're talking a couple of decades ago.
Right.
Yeah. But today there is money available. How do we access it? How do we network online to find out where these funds are that fulfill because these people, these businesses or people need to give them money away. They need to, for their mandate, right?
Yes.
So then here in writing your book, Deloris, here you go, girlfriend.
Okay. I know that's right. I love that.
Right. Because Deloris, you know this as well as I do. Your 10,000 people that are going to be your raving fans will listen to you and not listen to me. And vice versa. You and I could have the very same message, the very same information in books. 10,000 people are going to listen to me that don't listen to you. So here's my adage. Darn it, it's not all about me. That really irritates me. It's not about me. It's about us telling our story.
That's right.
To lift up other people to be able to tell their story and to give other people hope that you can achieve something also.
Yes, for sure.
And to hear that from someone will listen to our voice saying that to them.
So we can accomplish more in a shorter amount of time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Staying focused and then having someone to guide us and give us some instructions on how to get there.
Right. And so thus the Collie method is my premise on being able to do that. And then, well, so let's say a mom or let's say in the household are two kids, two teenagers. Well, my plan is that I'm working on my program as we speak is you can have three kids in the same household. They can do the same program for the same amount of money. How would I know that? Because it's the premise of gathering information from different sources.
Yeah.
To be able to mirror back you to you. So it's not about me dictating to you to go to that school or that program. It is, really, I was talking with a man in church a few weeks ago, and he wants to help young men that may not have had a father figure or a masculine figure in their lives, and he wants to minister to orphaned hearts. But he thinks that he wants to go into government. Well, do you want to go into the government as a state legislator, or do you want to go into government and become on the school board?
Right.
So there's different ways of blending everything together, and you have a fulfilling life, which would then be the image for someone else to say they had a fulfilling life. I can have one too.
Absolutely. All right. So the method that you have, which I love, share how people can stay connected with you and basically, get it at a younger age and then, can get more focused and find out what it is that they want and need and connect and have strategies and resources to do that.
Right.
So share with them how they can connect with you.
Thank you. I've got a Facebook page in the works, and it's called the Collie Method. There's no spaces. Just log on there, become my, join my community. If you want to contact me directly, my email is cindycollie24@gmail.com. CindyCollie 24, cindycollie24@gmail.com.
Awesome. Love it. And leave us with some words of encouragement.
Anyone that's listening and or reading it on a transcript, you are beautifully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
You really are. And you may not believe that about yourself, but you are. And when people around you go to thinking that you're nothing or you're not enough, that is a lie straight from the pits of hell. You have value. You weren't born 100 years ago. You're not born 100 years in the future. You're born right now, and you have a purpose for your life. You may not know it yet, and I understand that. But how is it we can work together to help you discover that for you, so you're going down the path that's meant for you? And then so Deloris and myself and the people around you are there to support you in your dream. That's my job, is to support Deloris's dream. You'd be very surprised that it doesn't have to be your own blood family. It doesn't have to be people that you know right now or your friends. There's a community of people out there wanting to encourage you, to let you know you are going down the right path. We are here for you. That's, as an older person, that is my job.
Yes.
Is to find something. I'll use an example. I see a person that I don't know, and I've learned this skill set. When I see something positive about them, I walk up to that person, and this is what I say: "Excuse me," and I don't know Deloris. "Excuse me, ma'am, may I pay you a compliment?" I'm asking you permission, so I'm not hitting on you, right? Okay. Right. I was being point blank. Hi.
Right.
A very attractive outfit on you. Very complimentary. Excellent choice. Therefore, you'll know to repeat that because someone came out to you. Or, someone said something. I saw a young man opening a door for somebody. Good job. You recognize people for doing the positive things.
That's right.
To where you're encouraging them to repeat that behavior on the positive. That's our job.
I love it. Awesome. So we are here to help to cut your learning curve, to get you more focused and get you faster but more wisdom, and to get that focus or get that core
Right.
of who you are, the confidence, and then
Mhm.
where God is leading you to as well.
Right.
So I love that. I love that. Well, thank you, Miss Cindy, for coming on today and sharing your information. You guys like and share this broadcast, and also go to her Facebook and email. Contact her if you have any questions. Any last minute words, Miss Cindy?
Yes. If you have a young person, because I don't have my beta group up yet, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for approximately a dozen young persons, let's
Mm-hmm.
say 14 to 18, that would
Okay.
like to be in my beta group.
Okay.
And so I'm looking for persons now. It's not immediate, but if I get those persons' names and contact information now, then I
Mm-hmm.
will put them in my beta group and they can help me make my program better.
Nice.
Mhm.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. You want to end with some words of encouragement?
Uh, Everybody should have a verse in the Bible that applies to them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is mine.
Okay.
Psalm 45:1, New
Mm-hmm.
American Standard Version.
Mm-hmm.
My heart overflows with a good theme. I address my verses to the King.
Mm-hmm.
My tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
I love it. I love it. Those are Miss words from Miss Cindy Collie. Thank you so much for coming on today and doing what you do in the community, and then of course also serving our country. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for the blessing.
Oh, you are very welcome. Thank you for being here. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Thank you, Miss Cindy, for being my guest today. And we will turn it over to our sponsors. Have a great day, everyone. And make sure you like and share this broadcast. All right, hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.